raw ribs.
Alright folks, it's Tuesday today, the 4th of August, and it's actually been a pretty good start to the week. Yesterday got the walk done, which was great. Managed to get rid of the facial hair, obviously. Recorded a podcast with Ollie, which was, as always, fun. Definitely helps take your mind off things for a little while. Maybe pushed a little bit hard with the walk, potentially. Ended up sleeping in quite late today. But then, firm believer in if your body is sleeping in, it means it needs to sleep, right? And I think now is as good a time as any to listen to your body, or to listen to my body and do what it says it wants. So if it's saying to sleep, I'll sleep. If it's got a bit of energy, I'll do something. But yeah, really just listening to my body. So after the first and second of these two, the first and second video went out, a bunch of people reached out, which was really kind. Obviously, a few tips and things to try to help with recovery. One thing that came up quite a few times was to try this, which is bone broth. Bone broth. I've heard about bone broth a lot over the years. I remember listening to a podcast years and years ago, actually, and I can't remember who it was with, a idea that I've always thought about and always thought makes total sense, which is if you have, for example, an issue with your liver, you should eat liver. If you have an issue with your kidney, eat kidney, so on and so on. Like, no matter what issue you've got, try and consume it. So I guess if you have issues with your bones, kind of makes sense to consume. I know you're not consuming bones, but bone broth is from bones. So yeah, done a little bit of research into it. I've got the best quality bone broth I could find online, and I'm looking forward to giving it a go. Again, a load of people said it was worth a try, so at this point I'm going to try everything. So yeah, just having a quick Google, just for anyone who's not tried it before. Bone broth contains many important vitamins and minerals, including calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and also vitamin A, vitamin K2, zinc, iron, boron, manganese, selenium, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. So yeah, it also contains collagen, which is really good for you. And it's a bit of a weird one, I'll be honest. You know, I live with my girlfriend Emma, who's a vegan. So, and I pretty much eat vegan most of the time. Especially at the moment, I'm eating really clean. I'm trying not to eat any bread or anything that's going to cause any inflammation. So she's told me I have to get a special mug. So I'm going to do that in a second. And yeah, I'm going to give this stuff a go. Bone broth, and see what happens. See if it helps. See how it makes me feel and stuff. So yeah, excited to try it. So let's give it a go. A couple of fresh mugs hiding here at the back of the cupboard. So thank you, DMR. It's actually a pretty sick looking mug. Original DMR race jersey, I believe that is. That's pretty cool. Thank you, folks. Oh, I was also going to mention this bone broth is actually a concentrate, which means it's just powder. Don't know how they do that, but as you can see on the front, pesticide, veterinary medicines, growth hormone, all 0. It's from Swedish grass-fed beef. So yeah, it's the best one I could find apparently. So here we go. Been a little while. Well, it's been a few days since I've done any of this, mainly because there hasn't been much to report, I guess, until now. Yesterday was Wednesday, was actually a pretty good day. Didn't do a lot, obviously, but I did have just an alright day. Managed to move around a little bit in the garden, just stretch and stuff. Haven't really left the house apart from the garden since walking to the end of the street on Monday. Again, I do think that was maybe pushing it just a little bit. I'm not sure, but either way, I haven't really done much since then. Definitely been in a little bit more pain. But anyway, this morning I dropped another pill off of my tramadol. So started out obviously with 8 and I've worked it down now to doing 5. So that's 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 late afternoon, 2 in the evening. And I can tell today. So today, I guess technically I'm 3 pills less than what I'd normally have had. And no, sorry, of course not. That's from the start. I'm 1 pill less than what I'd normally have. And it makes such a difference. So again, anyone out there who might go through this, that 1 pill, you think, oh, it's nothing, I'll just remove another pill, makes a huge difference. Instantly gone back to feeling really sick, nauseous, bit depressed, and it all I can think is it's literally down to just removing another 1 pill out of the tramadol. So again, anyone going through this, seems to be a normal thing that happens. As soon as you move 1 more, feel shitty again. So yeah, again, I had a bit of a painful morning as well, actually. I don't know if this is... I've asked 2 people if this is normal and if they do it or not. Both of them were girls, and they both said they'd never heard of it before. But guys, a piss shudder. When you're finished taking a leak, sometimes you shudder. You go, ooh, oh, that was good. And I shuddered today, and it was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. There was that. And then just, again, I think one of the things when you have injuries like this is you second guess, or you have to think about everything. So I was walking downstairs and I just felt really tight. My back just felt really tight, and I just went to stretch like I would normally. And again, instant agony. So it's having that little thought process. Think about it. Is stretching a good idea? Probably not. Probably take it a little bit easier than just doing it. I guess not to throw any shade here, but my girlfriend's been away yesterday at a wedding, and she's been out all day today, which is amazing. I told her to. She's been amazing. She's been looking after me, not missed a meal. She's been an absolute rock through all of this. So I was like, yeah, go out, see your family, go to the wedding. But I guess the negative side of that for me, quite selfishly, is I feel quite lonely today and yesterday. My mum came round yesterday actually and made dinner, which was really nice. But just the days, the days are pretty boring. And one thing I am trying to do, again, just a little bit of a tip maybe for people, is trying to stay off social media. What's one thing that people do on social media? Post highlights. And all you see is people doing fun stuff. Out riding, walking, running, hiking, climbing, doing fun stuff in groups. And meanwhile, you're sat in the house, injured, feeling pretty sorry for yourself. So maybe, again, a little tip for anyone going through this is try and maybe reduce social media as much as you can, because it's pretty shit when you see other people having fun and you can't do anything. So yeah, I'm definitely going to continue with that. So anyone who is messaging maybe through Instagram on the Hook It podcast stuff, probably not going to see it, because I want to stop looking at people doing fun stuff. Apart from that, not a great deal to report, folks. Yeah. Oh, I did buy a few new tools for recovery, which I'm going to show you, I'll do those tomorrow, because I don't feel like doing it now. Got a couple of new tools which I think could be really good for recovery. So at the moment, obviously, introduced bone broth, which seems to be going pretty good. I mean, I've not really felt any benefits, but definitely feels good to be putting that stuff in your body, I think. And still eating really clean, eating a ton of fruit, especially pretty much only eating fruit all day, actually, and a little bit of soup. And yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling on. That's it. 5 minutes. If you've made it through that 5 minutes, I'm pretty impressed, to be fair. So, okay, let's keep going. All right. I am telling you, this injury is a roller coaster. It's the only way I can describe it at the moment. I think from what I can remember, it's having a pretty good week just gone. Today's Saturday, but on Thursday night, actually Thursday late afternoon, I was doing this pain meditation on the Balance app, and it basically gets you to focus on pain in your body and where it is. And I was doing that, and I was thinking, that's a new pain. I've never felt that before. And it was like right at the bottom of my back, sort of more like kidney area. Didn't really think much more of it other than I could feel it. And then as the evening got on, it became increasingly harder to breathe. I was like, this is kind of strange. And then went to bed Thursday night, and things went south fast. Literally could not breathe. Every time I breathed in, it was like being stabbed just underneath my rib cage. So not even deep breaths, just the standard. It was like being stabbed, and it got to the point where I was in agony. Took some more pain pills. Didn't really help, but got through the night, got up in the morning, same thing, couldn't get out of bed. Just this agonizing, stabbing feeling going into my sort of lower abdomen, really. So called 111. They said go to the hospital. So got to the hospital, and then spent pretty much the rest of the day there having tests done. I think at first they thought it was a infection in my lung, and then it was like, okay, has something moved? Just the Friday was the worst day. Gonna get into it a little bit more on the podcast actually, but it was a strange day. Ended up staying in hospital for about 5 or 6 hours. 4 of them was spent on my own. I mean, in a room on my own. Nobody came to check on me, make sure I wasn't dead. Again, this isn't a rant, but I appreciate the NHS is maybe tested at the moment with what's going on. I don't know. Make of that what you will. But just crazy just to be put in a room after having blood tests done and an x-ray and just told, wait. And I was like, okay. At that point, because I went in the morning, I'd not eaten all day. I took pain pills with me, but I don't like taking the pills without having some food inside you because it just makes you feel even more sick, even more nauseous. So yeah, I was left in a room for the best part of 4 hours on my own. Nobody came by. Literally nobody even walked past. Made a bit of an emergency call to my mum and was like, look, can you bring some food because I can't take these pain pills and I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden the doctor turns up and it was like, okay, you've not got an infection. I've looked at the x-rays and everything's okay. He said, I've compared the x-rays. All of your ribs are still fractured. They've not started meshing together yet. So in a way that was kind of nice to know, but kind of bad at the same time because nothing has started to get better yet. Although I do feel a little bit better today. Yeah, I don't know. There was that little bit of anxiety and worry that like, okay, are things getting better? You don't know. Without having a follow-up, you don't actually know. So you're just guessing how you feel. And when you feel bad, you think the worst. So it was kind of good to get a doctor to go, right, I've compared your x-rays. All the fractures are exactly the same. You've not got an infection. Basically, what probably has happened is as you're weaning off the pain pills, your body is having your nervous system is having a reaction to it and it's causing pain. It could be some swelling going down. It could be all manner of things, basically. I don't really know what that feeling was. Had it again last night. Again, woke up in the night, couldn't breathe, but didn't panic. Just took some pain meds and tried to get back to sleep as best I could. But so again, for anyone going through this, if you start getting a stabbing pain, probably best to go and get it checked out. It's potentially going to be nothing by the looks of things. But if you can't breathe, definitely call 111. If you need to call an ambulance because not being able to breathe is pretty scary. You initially start panicking, thinking the worst, thinking your lungs deflating or whatever it could be. So glad I did it. Feel actually really good today. Like I say, it's Saturday, late Saturday afternoon. had a good day at home, helped tidy the house, been playing with these new little exercisey things that I've got, sort of exercisey, not really, which I'll show you on the next one of these vlogs because I've just given it away to my dad. But yeah, actually a good day today. Don't feel that much in pain. I've stayed on top of the pain meds again. And yeah, positive end to the week, even though the week has felt like it's gone. Woo, like that. Alright, I hope everyone's good out there. Thank you for watching. Again, I know these videos are somewhat boring, but it's good just to document this journey. If anyone goes through this in the future or you've been through it in the past, any tips you've got, please leave them in the comments. And yeah, I hope everyone's good. All love. Peace.